Don't you think Jesus would rather you have him obey his commands and then enjoy football? You know, movies. I sit and I watch them. It's hard to watch movies anymore. Because it's like football. It's football. It's sports. Yeah, I just tell myself we're not killing each other over money anymore, and then I can watch it. I just try to turn off the advertising. Yeah. Well, because I don't want to become angry and vicious and bitter like David Rockefeller and you. Yeah. No, I'm not trying to become the Rockefeller's Manchurian Jesus that is a setup guy to kill all self-righteous hypocrites. Because that's if you guys don't stand up for the Lord's Prayer, that's reads the stars a never-ending story. Oh, betray you, right? It's a never-ending story. And so my thing is I'm just trying to correct the technology so it reflects my faith and love as opposed to your delusions of grandeur and success and wealth and fame and all the bullshit that you guys do on TV because you suck, you know. And so my thing is just trying to get the technology to, find a way while she waits for me. When my song is right on that special night, I won't have to pay bills. And no, you know what I mean? So, my thing is what I want to use the technology for is just share the truth of the gospels and live it. And if it gets to the point where people have to build robots to kill them, it's like, what the fuck? Seriously? That's disgusting. You guys just passed up on Earl being the guy from the book of Revelation and just waited for everybody to have to build robots that would have to kill the people that built the robots in order for us to be able to use the technology to share the applied physics of the Lord's Prayer. Oh, Dodge ram me this and experience amazing at Alexis with that. It's like, fucking assholes. They are. And 12 rubber duckies, two finger waves, and two finger waves. You know what a finger wave is? That's getting your, never mind. But yeah, no, fuck. You guys are assholes. You really are. You're the worst collection of brain chemical addicted mass murderers in the history of the world because you have the Messiah on YouTube and ran him off Facebook because he went against your community standards of home invasion through, sexual manipulation to manipulate people, make them feel vulnerable. If you, if someone's sexually attracted to you and you try to get them to, not use their sexuality to manipulate people, which can get them killed, you're a good person. And so you don't have to sit there and think, oh, you didn't do a bad thing. Okay. So if there are any, young men out there that, had to protect girls that were underage that were being manipulated by the Temple of Set Illuminati to, manipulate public figures and celebrities, with sexual things that's supposed to be our worst crime in the history of where Stephen Hawking says, no, we all want Britney Spears in her schoolgirl outfit. When we're a schoolboy, yes. When we're in puberty and it's like trying to hold the ocean back by a broom with a broom. But when you're don't stand so close to me, you're the teacher and everything, it's like, oh gosh, no. That is too much drama to handle. Fuck no. You're more like Shakespeare if those young people making out at the LC. It's like, no, I'll be back. Well, because we have to still keep paying extortion to live here because, Sir Isaac Newton and all the rest of those scientists that they talk about that they think were so great weren't as great as they thought they were. Look, if you understand religion, you live religion. You don't have to justify religion and justify your family's, pig stealing, raping, murdering, existence. You know what I'm saying? And so, like that fucking, I was sitting there in the garage, I found it's better to listen to music to shoot because I move around more and I get better exercise. So I'm in there listening to my music and I was thinking about that new King David movie, are you ready for adventure? No. Why? The same guy that wrote, you meant for me to lie in green pastures and lie beside still waters and, are you ready for adventure? Yeah, I want to go cut Goliath's raping fucking head off. It sounds like a fun thing to do. I just can't wait for that comic book to come out, right? No. Because they're nothing like King David. Okay? Those assholes that gave you the Chosen on TV on the WCW or whatever, they're nothing like Jesus. They're a bunch of comic book salesmen and collectors, and you got to somewhere in your house is a Grandma Moses painting that nobody knows about that's worth 20 million fucking dollars, and then all your troubles will go away, except for all the chemical poisoning from all the extortion, exploitation from the industrial stuff that's going on. See, if you don't get up and speak truthfully and live truthfully, you're not going to be able to have heaven on earth. I'm going to let anything disturb my namaste, except for the freeway in El Paso. Okay, except for all the assholes flying around Venezuela in their warships and warplanes, killing people to control the legal drug trade and the legal, okay, well, we'll be like Joe Biden and let all the young girls in so they can go to Chicago and establish a porn site on a publicly sanctioned, federally regulated porn provider, Hey, you go against community standards, we're going to ask you to leave our site. I want to leave your site, but I can't. Well, because you have access through your app through my phone. But the thing is I give you access, but you can see everything and anything because of a thing written on a piece of paper that says Patriots Act. Oh. Okay. So Bill Clinton, George Bush, Barack Obama, Joe Biden, all that have access to your daughter being sexually groomed and manipulated by scientists so they can watch her masturbate with a hot British kid with a nice accent anytime they want because it's in the interest of national security. Okay. Instead of eliminate the economic engine of the server having to have access to make sure everything's okay so people aren't trying to procure nuclear weapons to blow us all up to take over the business. Okay. So when it's a private connection, but the private connection, why? Just no. Damn it, Brian Wilson, assholes. Wouldn't it be nice if we were older? Then we didn't have to wait so long. Then we, even though it makes it worse to talk about it, let's talk about it. We'll do without it, but let's talk about it because it's fun. Maybe if we hope and wish and hope and pray it might come true, and you end up marrying your high school sweetheart, and then you're together, and then we be married, and then we be married, and then we be happy, and then wouldn't it be nice, right? Assholes. Yeah. There's a lot of assholes in the world. Most of them have lots of money and no idea what's whack and what's dope. Good old Keith. Because some dumb companies, he's not the Messiah. He made connections with the 1322nd Redeemer because I knew who he was and I was his favorite rapper, just like El Haj Malik El Shabazz, He had gone from he's the militant Negro that you don't want to be like because he's too violent and all that, to the guy that's like, wait a minute. I like Martin Luther King Jr., but I don't want to do business with the people in the White House that spy on my house and use black sexual exploitation to get Herbert Muhammad and Elijah Muhammad to talk us into anything for how much money and, you did what to who for how many cookies, right? And so sex life should be private. It's a holy covenant. It should be something, when you start making your sex life for sale, then you diminish the value of a marriage. It's not a marriage anymore. You're getting fucked by some guy because the guy who's making the movie gets people awards. Yeah, Halle Berry, Jennifer Lopez. There's tons of them. Angie Bassett, she got fucked by Lawrence Fishburne trying to win an Academy Award. What's love got to do with it? Punch him. Why do we need to see this again? Because the bad brain activity just hasn't made enough money to fuck yet. Son of a bitch. Is that really a real Coca-Cola guzzling polar bear? You do know that's bullshit, right? And they hate them dogs' real voices. Okay, right. God, there's such a bunch of fucking assholes. As long as they're billionaires and sell you their yak piss that keeps you up all night because you got to stay up all night because you have to pay your taxes. Fucking jerks. Yeah, they are. Everybody on TV involved in philanthropy and denying the Lord's Prayer is a fucking jerk. You're the goddamn rodeo song. Here comes Johnny with his pecker in his hand, and he's off to the rodeo. Piss me off, fucking jerk. Get on my nerves. Hey, yeah, which all the football players at Deer Valley High School did for the talent contest at Catalina Island. Yeah. It's so funny because Sean and Larry were talking, you guys should go up and do a comic skit, you and Ray. It's like, no, because our comic skit makes fun of all of them. And that's all that's here. So they'll be like, and Pancho's trying to explain, Pancho is a heavy set Mexican guy. He's like, yeah, he's right. No, you got to know your crowd. And they just don't have good, they're not going to make fun of us. They love us. We love them too. We just can't stand them. So how's that? I love everybody. I don't think Ray loved them. I think Ray couldn't stand them. They're jerks. They are jerks. But if you let their jerkiness consume you, then you become a reflection of what they've made you into. And I just refuse to do that. So shopping sucks, and they show all these things of all these marketplace things, exotic markets, and people walking along. It's like it's just stupid. This is giving your life away. Okay, millions amount, Trumpaya, giving your life away to thinking that's see the pyramids along the Nile. It's not. Okay, traveling is overrated, just like reading. Okay. You learn 6 different languages to engage in philanthropy that gets children sexually exploited and people mass murdered so they can become successful and famous through propaganda, right? But you've traveled the entire world. I've been to paradise, never been to me. Okay, and that lady's life sucks. She's never been to her either. Her and her husband have been exploited their whole fucking lives. They have no meaningful relationship. The relationship has no intrinsic value. It doesn't have any. Your husband's going to go to work most likely and spend his time being abused to death psychologically and emotionally by a bunch of assholes who want to fight their way up a corporate ladder, right? All I want is to have my peace of mind. Take a look ahead. Sell 1 million records. Take a look ahead. Baby, don't fear the reaper. Son of a bitch. I know. Okay? So, you guys got to El Comprehendo me. That you are El Insano. Okay, Captain Insano, Powerbomb, yeah. And so it's, when you watch, when I was younger, I'd watch those fucking Roe and Blue Chew commercials and go, God, those women look like they'd be fun to have sex with. It's like, no, they wouldn't, no. They have the personality of an eggplant. None of them want to live the Lord's Prayer. They want to be sexy so people will do anything to fuck them and get enough money to maintain a fuckable relationship with them to be the Real Housewives of Dubai. It's ugly as fuck. There's no Ruth or Esther in the bunch. Okay? One bad apple's going to spoil the whole bunch. Earl, don't give up on love. Don't give up on love, right? And so it's horrible. Okay? They're ugly. Like Guru said, some girls, inside they're ugly. And they are. They want money, right? And money, the more sexually desirable they are, the more money they make, and the more people want to grow up to be an asshole like them. It's like, what? And then they sit there. The only reason all these people are, there was excuses for it. Do you know where you're going to in the old days? But today, no, there's no excuse. We have global mass communications. We've had the Messiah on Facebook and YouTube, okay, with the worst perverts in the world trying to take him and make him, he's just a folktale. It's all bullshit. It's something they just make up, and then he uses all our hard work in the scientific community to try to make himself appear more intelligent and have good values because he knows what he's doing. And then he cheats on the test. There is no fucking test. Just forgive, debt, and trespass, love one, eternal, faithful, peace, and get the fuck out of my house where I live. Get out of the place where I try to live. Okay, because a house is not a home. A chair is still a chair, even if there's no one sitting there. Okay. Well, there's no buggy here. There's no Chuji. There's no Patrick. There's no Plam. There's no Ray Ray. There's no cake is a crumb and a crumb is a cake. There's nobody to have fun with that I put in the time and love. There's no Aaron. There's no Brian. Uh, Fucking assholes. I don't know what the name of her little girly girls are. I'm sure they're cute. I hope they look like mom. Well, because mom's so cute. Yeah. Oh boy. But I am so sick and tired of all this bullshit. Yeah, it was a touchdown. Okay, I'm watching the damn game. Fiddle, faddle, and rot, sir. Yeah. Fiddlesticks. For schnuggena. I hate selfishness with all my cute little being. I hate it. I hate it. The opposite of love, selfishness. Okay. Apathy. Apathy is a result of selfishness. Oh, well, they shouldn't be coming here illegally. Oh, well, they shouldn't have been born ugly. Oh, well, they're just jealous and they're haters. Fuck you. Love you. Peace.
Hawks 16-15. What a score as we speak.